Welcome to the deep dive. Today, you sent us the source material for a piece of very specialized industrial hardware. We're talking about the NTI E-4GU-3 4G modem.
Right. And this is not your typical cell phone dongle or anything like that.
No, not at all. We are going deep into some rugged, mission-critical alerting infrastructure. Our goal here is to quickly unpack what this little USB stick actually does, what its technical specs reveal about its purpose, and why reading the source docs sometimes feels like finding a glitch in the matrix. Okay, let's unpack this.
So when we first look at the E4GU3, you see it's a standard USB 2.0 stick that supports 4G. The immediate question has to be, why? I mean, why build just this in 2024? It's clearly not for browsing the web.
Absolutely not. The killer feature here is, well, it's incredibly specific. It's for environmental or equipment monitoring. So if a sensor that's hooked up to the system goes outside a safe threshold, let's say pressure in a pipeline drops.
This modem kicks in.
Exactly. It immediately sends an SMS text message alert to a pager or a cell phone.
And that's the critical part, the SMS. In high-end infrastructure, you're not looking for high speed. You're sacrificing that for just, absolute reliability.
So when a server room is overheating, you don't want to rely on a finicky IP network.
No, you can't. SMS is low power, it's almost universally reliable, and it's simple. This thing is built for when everything else fails.
You do have to supply your own SIM card for it, though, one that supports SMS. That's not included.
Of course.
And speaking of reliability, if you look at the physical hardware, it even has two of these tiny specialized connectors.
The CRC9 ports.
Yeah, for optional external antennas. The whole point is to boost the signal strength.
Which tells you right away they expect this modem to be stuck somewhere remote or maybe in a shielded server rack where getting a signal is a real struggle.
And that leads right into the network bands, doesn't it? That really tells you where in the world this thing is meant to work.
It does. They list out all the supported bands. And while we don't need to go through every single number, the big takeaway is huge. It supports a massive range of 4G LTE frequencies, all the way from FDD 800 up to 2600 megahertz. If we connect this to the bigger picture, that range is basically the Rosetta Stone for global deployment.
Wow.
NTI built this to be truly wide-reaching.
And what I found interesting is its backward compatibility. It's not just 4G.
Right, it also supports 3G UMTS.
And get this, it still supports 2G GSM bands.
That's not an accident.
Yeah.
That tells you they're designing this for industrial settings where the local cell tower might be, a generation or two old. It's built for longevity.
Okay, let's touch on the commercial side of it. The modem's listed at $200.
Which for industrial hardware is pretty reasonable.
It is. It also has a 2-year NTI warranty, and it's TAA compliant.
So it meets U.S. government trade agreements. It's ready for federal contracts.
But here's where it gets really interesting. In the exact same source material, right next to the description of this $200 industrial modem, the text suddenly says, the device also locates an Ultra HD 8K 4320p 60 Hz DisplayPort display up to 100 meters away using optical fiber.
I saw that. That's clearly a copy-paste error.
A huge one.
Yeah, the description for the DP8 AK FOCMP, the high-end fiber optic extender, that kind of video tech is wildly expensive. It has absolutely nothing to do with a cellular alerting stick.
It's the perfect source glitch. You've got this focused $200 industrial tool, and its description suddenly claims it can run a $10,000 cinema rig from 100 meters away.
It really highlights why we do these deep dives, doesn't it? You have to separate the mission-critical facts from the marketing copy spaghetti.
So to recap, the primary purpose is just focused, reliable, SMS-based alerting for when systems fail.
Exactly. This raises an important question, though. What other essential infrastructure or industrial systems out there are relying on these kinds of specialized cellular modems, far away from any consumer use? Think about utility grids or remote telemetry stations.
Fascinating stuff. A really interesting dive into the guts of some very niche, very critical hardware. Thank you for sending in the source material for this deep dive. We'll catch you next time.